I'm 92, kid. Yeah, you heard me right. 92 years old, still breathing, still talking too damn much, and still making my own coffee every morning, though my granddaughter swears I should stop before I burn the house down. Folks around here call me Old Joe. I don't mind. I earned every wrinkle and every story these wrinkles could tell. And trust me, there's a lot they could. Now, people ask me all the time, Joe, what's the secret? How are you still walking around, cracking jokes, and not losing your marbles like half the fellas your age? I tell them straight, it ain't vitamins, it ain't green juice, and it sure as hell ain't those fancy anti-aging creams. It's who you live with after 70 that keeps you alive, or kills you slow. See, people think getting old is what makes life lonely. But nah, it's loneliness that makes you old. I used to think I liked my quiet. After my wife, Mabel, bless her soul, passed away, I thought I'd enjoy the peace. We'd spent 60 years together. She was the loud one, the boss, the heartbeat of the house. When she was gone, the place got empty. At first, I told myself it was fine. I had my recliner, my old radio, and my black coffee. I didn't have to listen to Mabel telling me to take my pills or stop eating cookies before dinner. But after a few months, that quiet started to get heavy, like it was pressing on my chest. There's a kind of silence that don't let you rest. It creeps into your bones, makes every day blend into the next. I'd wake up, stare out the window, and realize I hadn't said a word out loud in 3 days. Not one. And that, my friend, is when I started dying slow and polite. Then one day, my granddaughter Lily, bless that wild, bossy soul, burst through my door like a tornado with good hair and too much energy. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "Grandpa, you're moving in with us." No arguments. I laughed right in her face. "Sweetheart, I'm 90, not helpless." She said, "You're stubborn, not helpless. Now pack your damn bag." So I did. A couple cardigans, some family photos, and my lucky coffee mug. That's all I took. And let me tell you, that move probably saved my life. At first, it was chaos. I mean, real chaos. Their house was like a zoo on espresso. Kids screaming, dog barking, someone always spilling juice, and my son-in-law trying to survive it all like a soldier in a war zone. I hated it. The noise, the mess, the interruptions, I missed my quiet. For about a week. Then one morning, I was sitting at the breakfast table, half awake, and my youngest great-grandkid, Emma, looked at me and said, "Grandpa Joe, you got syrup on your chin." Then she laughed so hard, she fell off her chair. I laughed too, first real laugh I'd had in months, and it hit me. This right here, the noise, the mess, the laughter, it was life. See, after 70, what kills you ain't your body giving up. It's your spirit checking out. And the only thing that wakes it back up is being around people who still live loud. These days, my mornings start with chaos and coffee. I walk the kids to the bus stop, gossip with the neighbors, and argue with my granddaughter about who's the better cook. It's me, obviously. And you know what? I've never felt more alive. My doctor says my blood pressure's better. My legs feel stronger. Hell, even my memory is sharper, though I still forget to take out the trash sometimes, so my son-in-law does it. When people ask me how I'm doing, I say, better than ever. The secret ain't solitude, it's noise, love, and a little bit of everyday madness. You know what else I learned? We don't outgrow needing people. We just start pretending we do. And that's the dumbest lie we tell ourselves. You don't need to live with your whole family if that's not your vibe, but live around people. Friends, neighbors, other seniors. Anybody who'll say your name out loud once in a while, that's how you stay alive. Because the moment no one is saying your name, that is when life starts forgetting you. So yeah, kid, if you reach past 70 and thinking peace and quiet is the dream, I'm here to tell you it ain't. Peace is nice, but too much peace? That's just silence dressed up pretty. And silence kills quicker than age ever will. So there I was, 90 years old, living with my granddaughter's wild family, trying to remember what peace and quiet even sounded like. And you know what? I didn't miss it one damn bit. Because every morning when those kids come running down the hallway like stampeding buffalo, yelling, "Grandpa Joe, breakfast time. I swear my heart grows 3 sizes. Sure, I grumble. I complain about the noise, the spilled milk, the dog hair on my slippers, but secretly, I love every second of it. I used to think I needed space. Turns out, what I really needed was noise. Noise means life is still happening around you. Silence? That's where life goes to hide. Let me tell you about my buddy, Frank. He was my age, sharp as a tack, but stubborn as a mule. When his wife passed, he said, "I'm gonna move upstate, Joe. Build myself a little cabin. Fish all day, read all night. Peaceful living, baby." Sounded nice. Until 6 months later, the only thing he was talking to was his television. He'd call me and say, "Joe, these squirrels are plotting against me." And I'd say, "Frank, they're not plotting, they're just living, buddy. You should try it sometime." But he never did. By the time I got up there to visit, the man looked 20 years older. No spark in his eyes, just quiet and dust. That's when it hit me. Piece of it costs you your laughter. Now, living with family ain't perfect. Some days, I will not tape everyone's mouths shut, especially when the teenagers blast music that sounds like robots fighting. But that's the trade-off for staying alive inside. And guess what? They learn from me too. Last week, my grandson came to me all frustrated. "Grandpa, life's too stressful," he says. I told him, "Boy, if you got time to complain, you got time to take a walk and count your blessings." He rolled his eyes, but later that night he thanked me. Said my advice actually worked. I winked and said, "Of course it did. I've had 92 years of practice at screwing up." See, that's the beauty of living with people who still got their whole lives ahead of them. You get to pass it on. Your stories, your humor, your lessons, they don't die with you, they echo through them. And if family ain't an option, don't sweat it. I got a friend, Martha, 78, never married, sassier than a rooster with a new haircut. She moved into one of those senior co-living homes. Not a nursing place, but like a college dorm for old folks. They got Friday night dances, bingo, karaoke, and potluck dinners. Martha told me, "Joe, I haven't laughed this much since Nixon was president." And you can see it. Her eyes shine again. Because being around people reminds you that you still belong here. That's the real secret, kid. It ain't about where you live. It's who shares the coffee pot with you. Now, let me give you the golden rule that's kept me alive this long. If there's laughter in your house, your heart's still working. Simple as that. Every night, when the kids are asleep and the house finally quiets down, my granddaughter sits next to me on the couch. We watch some old Western or one of those cooking shows where people yell about soufflés. She say, "Grandpa, you good?" And I say, "Better than good, sweetheart." I'm home, because that's what this chaos gave me back. Home, not walls, not furniture, but warmth. You see, after 70, folks get this weird idea that they gotta slow down. Hell no. You gotta stay plugged in, argue about what movie to watch, get dragged to a birthday party, help someone fix a light bulb, teach the kids how to play cards. That's the real fountain of youth right there, staying useful. When people stop needing you, that's when your soul starts packing up. So find ways to be needed. Even if it's just telling stories that make people laugh until they cry. Sometimes I look around the dinner table. Kids yelling, someone dropping a fork, someone sneaking dessert early, and I think this is chaos. But it's beautiful chaos. It's the kind of noise that keeps my heart beating. I'm 92 and I don't need peace and quiet. I need life, loud, messy, loving life. So if you're listening to this and you're past 70, wondering how to stretch those years a little longer and happier, here's my final advice. Don't chase silence. Don't lock yourself away in your own peaceful prison. And don't wait till loneliness comes knocking. Move in with life now. Find your tribe, family, friends, roommates, even neighbors who throw loud barbecues every weekend. Because that buzz, that laughter, that constant something happening, that's what keeps your story going. And when people ask you why, just tell them old Joe said so. Final words from Joe, I ain't afraid of dying. But till that day comes, I'll keep living loud, laughing hard, and never, ever alone. Because after 70, The best thing you can do for your health isn't another pill, another diet, or another gadget. It's moving in with life itself.